Also, special shout out to anyone out here who had 2 pandemic birthdays because your birthday was in March. Because I know that had to suck. Because you probably felt especially like we didn't make any progress. But I feel like we made a lot of progress in a lot of ways that aren't vaccine related. Because this time last year, when my supermarket ran out of toilet paper, they started rationing napkins to 2 packs a person. Which you know had to be awkward for like the manager at Safeway, because you know that at some point he had to have that team meeting like, all right, how do we let our customers know that we know they're wiping their ass with napkins? Without telling them directly. And the one worker's like, I know, let's ration the napkins like we're at war. It's like, they knew we weren't throwing dinner parties with that shit. But now we don't have to do that anymore. So, progress. I don't know if you guys experienced this a lot last year or even this year, but like every time something stupid happens, there's always somebody on social media that's like, oh, I didn't have guy dressed like a Viking storm in the Capitol on my bingo card, or I didn't have crazy out of control raging pandemic on my bingo card. And I don't think it's accurate to compare the events of a turbulent year to a bingo game, because bingo games actually end, right? Like this shit just keeps going and going and going. Plus when you win bingo, it's implied that there's like a fun prize at the end of it waiting for you. Like, I don't want the prize from the bingo game where the only reason I won is because I had the word sedition on my card. I don't want that prize. Because the prize is going to be something good, like a stimulus check or a vaccine. Like the person rolling the numbers going to be like, congratulations, you just won a 4th season of Cobra Kai on Netflix because you still can't leave your fucking house. That's going to be the prize. Although I will say, if we are playing that game, I will say I did not have the My Pillow guy, being a hardcore Trump supporter, on my 2020 bingo card. I didn't have that. I feel like the news cycle changes so much that we all never got to fully appreciate the irony of a man who sells pillows for a living throwing his full support behind the one dude who was responsible for all of us losing sleep. Like, that's fucked up, right? That's messed up. Like, he should just lose his business based off of that alone. My pillows are shit, by the way. I don't know if you guys know this. Like, they're a terrible product. Like, the commercials dress them up to look like they're fancy, but they're shit. Which is what a lot of marketing is, right? It's like one dressed up lie. Like, for years, I used to watch commercials that told me that the smell of lavender was supposed to be calming and soothing. And I used to believe that until I saw a viral video of a fight breakout between 2 women at a Bath and Body Works. I don't know if y'all saw that video. I was just like, wow, how did you walk in looking for blood orange lotion and walk out with bloodlust instead? That's impressive. Like, I don't really know how the fight started. I kind of just like imagine like a woman like walking in like trying on lotion, and then when the sales associate asked them what she smells hints of, she's like, it smells like there's a bitch in here. Who needs to mind her own goddamn business? I do think it's kind of daunting though, like the number of things that Biden is going to have to remember to undo now that he's in office. Like, I feel like the first 3 years of his presidency are just going to feel like when we leave the house for a vacation and we freak out that we forgot to turn the stove off. But instead of a stove, Biden's just going to wake up in a cold sweat in 2024 and be like, shit, we forgot to undo the Space Force! Which, by the way, I don't know if you noticed this, they've added the Space Force to the end of all the Navy Federal Credit Union commercials now. Yes, they did. Now every commercial ends with, we serve our members in the Navy, the Marines, the Army, the Air Force, the Space Force. I was like, put it back! Put it the fuck back! I felt like a mom in the supermarket when their kid tries to throw a box of Lucky Charms in the car. I was like, put it the fuck back! That commercial better be back to normal this time next year. I'm gonna lose my shit. I come to you from Washington, D.C. I feel like the only good news that come out of D.C., other than the fact that we have Biden, is we have a new baby panda in our national zoo, which is fun, right? It kind of reminded me of this headline I saw the other day. It was from this New York zoo, and it read, April the giraffe is pregnant again. And then next to that, in parentheses, it said, yes, it's Oliver's. And I was like, cool, I like how we're calling this giraffe a hoe. To its face. Why wouldn't it be Oliver's? If y'all been to a zoo, you're lucky there's one giraffe in that motherfucker. You're lucky nobody on PCP tried to break in and ride it like a horse. I quarantined on my own. Anybody else do it solo? Anybody else do it solo? One, thank you. Or a couple people, all right. My mom also did it on her own too because she recently divorced my stepdad, so I have an ex-stepdad now. If you guys are wondering if the term ex-stepdad is as sad as it sounds, it is. Yeah, that shit doesn't even have its own section in the Hallmark aisle at CVS. And I know because I looked. If you've ever been in the Hallmark aisle at CVS, you know there are a bunch of capitalist whores who will make a greeting card for anyone and anything. You know how many times I've walked through CVS and been like, wait, you don't have cards for ex-stepdads, but you have cards for retired cat-aunts? Get the fuck out of here. You have former roommate cards now? I guess I gotta use that. Shit. I'll leave you guys on this. I feel like I gotta get the hell off of Twitter. Not just because it's toxic, but because it's super corporate too. I was on Twitter the other day when one of their promoted ads popped up in my feed, and it was for Lunchables. And it said, check out the new Lunchables. And by new, I just thought they were doing like a packet of mayo or something. But then I kept reading and it was like, check out the new Lunchables. Now, all natural. And I was like, what do you mean now it's natural? What the fuck were we eating? I like how they just casually dropped that we were eating people for 30 years. Like, I could see that the meat wasn't real, but the cheese, that's people cheese. See, people cheese. And you know it. And I feel like they lied to us for so long. I want to know, like, what is natural to Lunchables? Is it roadkill? Because we could have been calling it Impossibles this entire time. It's a better name in my opinion. I did look up the history of Lunchables actually for this joke. Y'all want to know what product names they were kicking around before they settled on Lunchables? What? Cracker Witches. Cracker Witches. Yeah, next time some white lady complains that the name Karen is a slur, could have been